What's up YouTube, this is Bystander X79. I'm coming to you with another back profile for the September 2018 ban list. As you can see right there, we are doing Blackwings today. Blackwings happens to be one of my all-time favorite 5D errors deck to play. The deck is amazing. Back then it's still amazing now. We just got a ton of support in Legendary Duelist, White Dragon, Abyss. Let's just hop right into it. Alright, first as always, we're going to do the monsters. Alright, so we're going to turn around and run 3 copies of Blackwing, Auster, the North, the Southwind, excuse me, Auster, the Southwind. When it's summoned, normal summons, you special summon, target a banished Blackwing monster that's level 4 or lower, special summons here outside of the field, and from there you can synchro summon. If it's targeted in the graveyard, you can banish it and put wedge counters on all your opponent's face-up monsters. Max 1, and that just helps things out when you go into Blackwing Full Armor Master later. Okay. Auster can't be special summoned, so you're going to have to normal summon it. Alright, of course, we got 2 copies of Blackwing, Blizzard the Far North. Still have to run this card at 2. Because it's Blackwing monster, level 4 or lower, from your graveyard back to the field. So you can synchro. Allows you to go into your level 6s at level 6 plays pretty easy. So, alright, of course, we gotta go 3 copies of Bora the Spear. Primary reason why we're doing Bora the Spear is because Bora special summons itself when you have another Blackwing on the field. And the best part about it is that, unlike some of the newer Blackwing monsters, you can special summon multiple Boras in one turn, which can just help flood your field with monsters. Also, Bora can inflict piercing damage if your opponent has monsters in defense position. Monster just like Bora, where you can flood it with multiple copies, is Blackwing Gale the Whirlwind. It's a level 3 turn type monster, and it has an awesome effect because you can just target one of your opponent's monsters and cut its attack in half. Alright, another level 3. You're going to special is Gladius, the Midnight Sun. Special summon this while you'll have a control of the Blackwings. Is a level 3, so it can help build up into your monsters. Allow you to turn on, go into link plays. All around, it's a great card, and once per turn, it can't be destroyed by battle. So keep it in defense position. Can be harsh. And then, of course, we have 2 copies of Blackwing, Harmat in the Dust. Again, you can special summon while you have another Blackwing monster on the field. Cool thing about it is that its effect also allows you to target another monster and add its level to its own, so you can actually increase its level, which can help you build up and do a 2-monster synchro play for Blackwing Full Armor Master. Simple. Bring this back with banish this card for lore or Simoon's effect, and then bring this back with Auster. Uses effect on Auster, it becomes level 6. Auster's level 4. You get level 10 synchro, and that's Armor Master, Full Armor Master right there. Alright. 3 copies of Blackwing Chris the Crack of Dawn. Special summon this out. You only allow to special summon 1 per turn, but 1900 attack is not bad. Level 4 monster. And it can't be destroyed by your card effects once per turn. And I also run 2 copies of Blackwing Orochi the Squall. I like Orochi in this because it is a level 1 tuner. It can special summon itself, and it can flip stuff face down. So if your opponent doesn't build up into a lot of links, you can knock out those potential other monsters face down. When it's synchro summon, it is pretty easy to turn around and get this card on with a level 6 synchro or a level 6 monster to build into higher level monsters as well. So, and last but not least, speaking of level 6s, we have the 3 copies of level 6 Simoon, the Poison Wind. Basically, when this guy is in your hand, banish one of the Blackwing you have in your hand. You can then place a Black Whirlwind from your deck onto your field. Awesome. And then immediately after that effect resolves, you can normal summon it. So you're actually normal summoning it due to effect, which means you haven't officially used your 1 normal summon per turn, which means you can get another normal summon. So this card kind of reminds me a little bit of how the Yosenjus activate, where you normal summon one and then you immediately can normal summon another and then another. You don't get that many things, but yeah, with this guy, but you do get at least one extra summon, and that's actually pretty big. Another cool thing with it is that places the Black Whirlwind, so you get a search off of his summon, so which is great. Typically you go for Simoon, so you can go into your level 7 synchros. 3 copies of Allure of Darkness. You draw 2 cards, banish 1 Darker Tribute monster. With Auster in the deck now, this card isn't that detrimental to the deck, so you can actually run it and actually benefit from having it in your deck, so it feeds your strategy. 3 copies of Black Whirlwind. I can tell you right now, opening with 1 copy of Whirlwind and a Simoon plus one other Blackwing in your hand is going to be amazing, because then you're going to have 2 Black Whirlwinds on the field, which means double the searches for at least 2 summons. You can really go crazy with that. And then of course you have 2 Called by the Graves, anti-hand trap spell card, can block other monster effects as well. This card is a staple card for this format, so you need it too. And of course, last but not least, Monster Reborn is to grab back a monster from your graveyard or your opponent's graveyard. That's it for the spells. I do run some traps. Here we go. 2 copies of Bottomless Trap Hole. Blackwings are all about field presence, so you want to try to keep that field presence as much as possible, keeping monsters off your opponent's field. Important. Bottomless Trap Hole does that, destroys the monster and banishes it. That's when you run it at 2. I have 2 copies of Delta Crow Anti-Reverse, because you can actually activate this from your hand when you have 3 or more Blackwings on your field. But if you have 1 Blackwing in the field, you can set it, and then you still blow all your opponent's set spell and trap cards on the field up. And if you're facing Sky Strikers, that just pisses them off. So also works great against more Altergeist. 2 copies of Mirror Force, because you want to protect your monsters. 2 copies of Solemn Strike, because monster effects are a thing and this blocks other inherent summons like Link Summoning. And last but not least, we have 1 Solemn Warning, because any effect that summons a monster, you can negate it. Alright, level 5 Synchro. I'm running Ally Justice Cataster. Might seem weird now, but this level 5 can be brought out. Blizzard plus Gladius, or any of the level 4s plus Orochi can get this guy out. And basically, whenever it battles a non-dark monster, it destroys the monster. Pretty handy effect. I run 2 copies of Blackwing, Nothing to Starlight. I love running this guy too, basically because, for one thing, he inflicts effect damage and lowers your opponent's monster's attack points by 800, plus 800 points damage. And it also allows you to get another normal summon of a Blackwing. So that's the reason why I keep him at 2, because I tend to use him as kind of a building point to go into higher level synchros. Alright. I run 1 Raikiri, the Rain Shadow. Basically, Raikiri can basically blow up opponent's cards based on the number of other Blackwing monsters you have in the field. You have Chidori, the Rain, Sprinkling. Chidori gains attack points. If memory serves me correctly, it basically gains 300 attack points for each Blackwing monster you have in your graveyard. And if ever sent to the graveyard, you can special summon another Blackwing Synchro monster, or a Wing Beast Synchro monster from your graveyard back to your field. Blackwing Tamer Hawk Joe. Awesome card, can redirect attacks and even bring back stuff from the graveyard. I run the original Armor Master in there, primarily because it's a great opening play for the deck. You can keep this guy in defenseman's position or attack position. You don't take damage from any attacks involving it, and if it does battle your opponent's monster, you put your counters on it. So, really forces your opponent to try to get around it. Level 8 Synchros, Beals. Again, hard to deal with monster. You attack over it, you get any damage they inflict on you, increases his attack. Can't destroy it by battle or card effects, so it's just really hard to get over. I run one Dark End Dragon. I like Dark End Dragon in this because its effect allows you to lower its attack and defense by 500, but you can just send one of your opponent's monsters right to the graveyard. You don't destroy it, you just send it. Alright. One non-dark synchro monster in this deck, Trishula. Yeah, it's Trishula. You summon it, banish a card off the field, graveyard, and out of your opponent's hand. And then, of course, we have 2 copies of Blackwing Full Armor Master. This is the new synchro out of White Dragon Abyss. Unaffected by all the card effects. Literally, unaffected. Can take control of monsters with push counters on them, so you can actually use those monsters probably to link up into higher links if you want to do that. Or, during the end phase, you just destroy every monster that has link monsters, push counters on it. So, it's a damn good upgrade from the original, and I keep the original in there just to go up there if I have a Gale. So, okay, we have 3 links. I have Summon Sorceress because she has the 2 down-pointing links, and she can open up a whole lot of plays, especially in a mono-type deck like this. And then, of course, I run 2 copies of Wee Witch's Apprentice. It's a dark attribute booster. Boosts all your monsters up by 500 attack. That's great for every Blackwing in your deck. And if it's ever sent to the graveyard by battle or card effect, or something, if it's ever yeah, by battle or card effect, it's ever destroyed by battle or card effect, you get a dark monster back from your graveyard. So, and that would be it, guys. That's my deck profile for Blackwings for the September 2018 format. Guys, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more content like this on my channel, make sure to subscribe. Ring the notification to enable notifications so you don't miss any videos that I upload. And guys, until next time, I'll be seeing you at peace. Hey guys, this is Bison X79. I'm just letting you all know that I will be attending New York Comic Con this weekend, October 5th, 6th, and 7th. So if you see me, stop me to say hi. We'll talk shop, do autographs, photographs. If you catch me at the Konami booth and you have your deck with you, hopefully we can get a duel going. And I might even do a profile on your deck for the channel. So guys, I hope to see you out there. Peace.